Hello and welcome to another Career Tips for a Crazy World. And it sure is a crazy world. Today I continue on the interview tips and tricks I've been presenting on since January. Interviews is a very, very important component. You are almost there. So are you preparing for an interview? If so, you need to listen to this seminar, this online seminar, and if you want to make a lasting impression, because you only get one chance. In this video, I will share 3 tips. Title is 3 tips to help you sell yourself effectively in any job interview. 3 tips to help you sell yourself effectively in any job interview. Tip number 1, get comfortable talking about yourself. You're in a sales position. You're nothing to do with supply chain, finance, or any other function. You are selling yourself in that interview. It's crucial to be able to confidently and eloquently discuss your achievements and your qualifications. Practice at home, speaking positively about yourself. Get into a positive frame of mind by using specific metrics like percentages or currency numbers to highlight your impact you've made throughout your career. For example, let's give you an example. Instead of saying, I improved sales, say, I increased sales by 15% under my leadership. There's some facts and figures. The more facts and figures you can get into the interview, the better. So remember, confidence is key. Practice your tone and body language, but don't wave your arms all over the place to ensure that you appear confident and well prepared. The more research you do, the more practice you do, the more confident you will be. Confidence is a key to success in an interview. Tip number 2, relate yourself to the company needs. Now, you should have done a lot of research on the company and its what's the products and services and the executive team and the history, etc. So understand what your employer is looking for by carefully reading that job description. Read it over many times and research the company's culture. Make sure that's, because culture is very, very important. You don't want to go to a company where you don't fit into that culture, and so many people do. So tailor your answers to show how your skills, your unique skills and experiences align with their vision and their priorities. For instance, if the job requires a self-sufficient employee, highlight times when you worked individually and achieved positive results. If they're looking for a team player, then highlight some stuff where you were involved, you led a team through various challenges, etc. Tip number 3, show passion. Passion is very important, and ask insightful and probing questions. Remember, those of you who watched my previous career tips, an interview is a two-way street. So demonstrate your excitement about the opportunity and express genuine interest and excitement in the company. Prepare thoughtful questions to probe the interviewer, such as, what are your biggest challenges facing the team right now? Or, how does this role contribute to your company goals? Therefore, it makes them think, and you're getting two-way dialogue, which is very, very good for an interview. Passion and curiosity can make you stand out as the preferred candidate. So you need to be motivated and eager. Show your eagerness to contribute to the continued success of that company. So there you have it, 3 tips on how to sell yourself in an interview. Remember to practice. Rehearsal is crucial. Relate your skills to the company, the corporate needs, and show your commitment, your passion, and you are excited for this particular opportunity. So let me provide you with a bonus in this career tips for a crazy world. And let's move on to the common mistakes to avoid in an interview. So avoid these mistakes at all cost. Tip number one, lack of preparation, not researching the company, the role, and the career history and all the semantics that come into that company can lead to a lack of tailored responses, making it seem like you're not really genuinely interested in that position. You need to research, and practice, practice. Ensure you understand the company's mission, their vision. So take a copy of it and scrutinize it, their values and their recent achievements to align, if it's a public company, get hold of their prospectus to align with your skills and with their needs. You can download prospectuses from the internet now for free. So tip number two, overemphasis on your personal details. This is a business arrangement, nothing to do with personal. So sharing too much about your personal information, your personal life, unrelated to the job, can detract from your presentation, and it doesn't show that you're very professional. So you need to not show too much of your personal life. Keep your answers brevity. Keep your answers focused, brief on your skills and experiences, and aligned with that particular role you are applying for. So you should have read it, as I said a few minutes ago. You should have read it from top to bottom. A negative attitude or too much body language, fidgeting, etc., shuffling your feet or whatever, can distract the interviewer and be not good for the outcome of that interview. Never speak negatively about your past employers, your past jobs. Negative body language like crossed arms or lack of eye contact can create a very poor impression. Never have your arms folded. That's crucial. So maintain that a positive tone and engage actively with the interviewer. Remember, it's a two-way street. Look at their eyes. You can wander off once in a while, but keep your eyes 90% on the interviewer. Talking too much or too little. There's a happy medium here. You don't want to go on and on and on, but you don't also want to be very brief. So don't monopolize the conversation or fail to provide enough detail that can be detrimental when they come to make that decision after the interview with the other candidate, candidates. So failing to practice answering questions concisely can using that STAR method, which I talked about before, to ensure you provide relevant information without overwhelming the interviewer. You don't want to overwhelm the interviewer, but you want a happy, striking, engaging dialogue. Showing lack of enthusiasm or questions. Ask those probing questions. It's a two-way street. Showing your low energy or failing to ask those thoughtful, probing questions can suggest a lack of interest again in that role. So steer clear of that. Make sure you ask probing questions. Prepare questions that demonstrate your genuine enthusiasm, your genuine excitement, interest in that particular company, and definitely that particular role, that particular position. Dishonesty. Well, we're not going to hire anybody who's dishonest. So make sure you aren't dishonest. Make sure everything's fact checked. So lying about your qualifications, putting an extra qualification or a designation on your resume or experiences can lead to severe, major consequences if you are discovered. So steer clear of that. No lies, no distraction. So ensure that all your information it's shared is accurate and you can defend it and truthful. That's very, very important today. Truthful is key. So inappropriate follow-up. After an interview, you need to follow up. So failing to follow up with the interviewer, or if it's a panel interview, the interviewers appropriately after an interview, or doing so too aggressively can negatively impact your chances of being called for another interview or getting a job offer, depending on how close you are. So not sending a thank you note. So by sending a thank you note, I mean snail mail. Get a good thank you note and pay a little bit extra for it and send it by snail mail, and then follow up politely if necessary. By avoiding these mistakes, you can present yourself far more effectively and increase your candidacy, increase your chances of a success in the interview. Remember, you only get one chance, one chance. So don't mess it up. Practice, practice, practice. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. Research, research, research. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, please visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, where there is a wealth, many videos on career management and resume CV writing. Please do me a favor and press that subscribe button and press the bell button where you will be notified of future videos to come. And there are quite a few in the scripting stages right now. So you will be notified all these future videos, and some of them are interesting for everybody. If you have a particular video you would like me to shoot, send me an email and I'm more than happy to shoot a video on anything to do with executive career management. So I will see you next Monday morning. Have a great weekend wherever you are in the world. I will see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time for another Career Tips for a Crazy World, and continuing on that interview theme.